We're joined by Cami Clune this morning. Cami, thanks for being in the studio today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a busy summer for you. We've got some big news and where you can see Cami coming up later today. But you have had an incredible career so far. Great job with the Buffalo Sabres in the playoffs. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, I've been doing anthems since I was like 12 and kind of like worked my way up to doing bigger things like the Bills and the Sabres and some other anthems that I've done, but the playoff games were just such a crazy energy. I think that people were just so excited and hyped up for how well the Sabres are doing, and so that energy is just like super contagious. So.
Yeah, and we love seeing you and hearing you before the games, whether it's a Bills game or a Sabres game. But beyond the anthems, you also love to write and sing music, and you've got a country album coming out. Yeah. What do you have going on this summer, and what's coming out today?
Yeah, well, first of all, this summer I have lots of events coming up. That's my full-time job, so I'm doing a bunch of different gigs throughout the summer, and then I also have a album coming out today called "Should Be Sleeping."
What's the theme behind the album? I mean, can you tell us a little bit about the songs on there?
Yeah, so basically the concept and why it's called "Should Be Sleeping" is kind of talking about how you're up late at night having all these thoughts, whether they're positive, whether they're sad, all these different feelings that you might have while you should be sleeping instead. Like you should be in bed, instead you're up writing music. So that was kind of what was going on for me when I was writing this album back in 2023. I had a lot of late nights where I was just up writing. I just learned how to play the guitar, and so I was doing, as much as I could. I knew a couple chords and just came up with a bunch of different ideas. And it was supposed to be a full project originally, but I ended up releasing a lot of the songs as singles, and now it's officially going to be tied into a full album. So it was originally going to be an EP too. So this is now technically a full-length album. Which is
this
cool.
Your first full-length album?
It is. Yeah, it is.
How special. And would you say it's overall country music?
Yeah, it's a mix. I have a hard time kind of narrowing it on a specific genre because I feel like most artists nowadays kind of feel like they dive into different aspects of different genres.
There's such a blend in music now.
There really is.
I tell a lot of people there will be a day, most likely not too far from now, when it's just there's not country radio, there's not hip-hop radio, it's just music.
Yeah.
Kind of what you're seeing on streaming now.
Oh, totally. I think so many people are, mashing things together. And that's been the way music is since the beginning, I feel like. That's how we've created all different genres, I feel like, was different influences and things like that. And so, I would say my genre is pop, rock, country, singer-songwriter. There's a mix of kind of everything. And I'm still kind of narrowing in on it. And I think that's a lot of artist journey too. You hear many artists that will evolve their sound and but country is definitely a huge influence for me, and you'll definitely hear some of that on the album for sure.
If it wasn't for music, behind the scenes, Cami Clune, what would you be doing? Is there something else you went to school with, something you dreamt of? Obviously this is where God wants you to be, but what else would it be for you?
Well, I grew up doing theater. I have a huge passion for acting. And even before I started doing theater, I was very into filmmaking as a kid.
No kidding.
Yeah, so I really love just all aspects of that. I could totally see myself doing more with that, with acting.
Hey, you're in the right place. Buffalo's the new movie theater right now.
It is, yeah. So that's one thing even with my music that I like to incorporate with making music videos. And I'm actually working on something for this album that's going to be sort of like a trailer, you could say, for the album. And it was all my concepts and ideas of how we could tie in a story to each song. And that's just kind of how my brain works. Every time I write a song, it's what is the storyline and how could this be a music video?
We're joined by Cami Clune this morning with Clay and Company. Brand new album is out today, and people can see you. You've got a show coming up. Where's that going to happen?
Yeah, so I am going to be at Boot Barn from 12 to 3. It's a grand opening, the Victor location.
Where can people get the new album, and how can they meet you? Can you do autographs for them today?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always, if anybody wants to come up to me and say hi and take a picture or whatever you want, for sure. And yeah, the album's going to be on all streaming platforms, on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, and I don't know, maybe we'll print vinyls or something at some point. But for now, it's just going to be on streaming.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.